I wanted to touch up on a misconception many people have about U.S. politics. A lot of people think that we're on a two-party system, the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. That's not true. The fact of the matter is, the U.S. is a plutocracy. Both the Republican and the Democratic Party receive donations from the same corporations, the same plutocrats, and the same organizations as the other. You'll often see Democrats and Republicans come together on the floor for bills about defense spending. And that's because both of them receive large donations from defense contractors like Raytheon and Boeing. What happens is when we allocate tax dollars to defense, that doesn't go to our soldiers, it goes to these defense contractors. That's just one example. There's several other examples. A really great example would be Palestine here in Ohio. Everybody knows that there was a train wreck there. And since that train wreck, there have been multiple other train wrecks that have happened afterwards. And people are probably thinking, what's going on? Why isn't our government doing anything about this? The answer is, the Railroad Corporation lobbies millions of dollars to Congress. They're lobbying to Pete Buttigieg right now, who's refusing to regulate them. They lobbied to the Trump administration a few years ago, and that's why they deregulated them. There's no Republican and Democratic Party in the U.S. There hasn't been since the 1970s under Ronald Reagan. Laws like Citizens United that were passed in 1981 allow giant corporations to identify as civilians like you and me, and they can use their money as speech. Now, if people like you and I want Congress to do something, like, for example, the railroad accidents, how are we ever going to be able to match up to a giant corporation dropping millions on politicians? They're not going to pass laws for us. They don't get into Congress to pass laws for us. It's been that way since the 70s. So I'd like to touch on this deeper later on, if people want me to talk about it, but that is one thing that needs to be addressed. Economically, the U.S. is a plutocracy. We don't have parties.